This is Sparta!
Hello again, warriors. I'm doing this video specifically for my mother who's been having some lower back pain, muscle spasms, and I myself dealt with a lot of muscle spasms before I began yoga, and yoga has helped me so much with relief from the office tension and just having to sit and stress. It's just helped me out in so many ways, and I just want to help other people feel good. You know, I want to pass along this information that I have, and maybe it will help someone else. So today we're going to do a very relaxing yin yoga flow. We're only going to be doing 6 or 7 poses, but each pose we're going to just relax into and hold for 5 minutes. Speaking of, I need to go ahead and get my timer ready. So we'll just get right into it, and I want to say a prayer for my mother who's dealing with a lot right now, and just help her, pray for her, and help her deal with the stress that she's under right now. So, dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today and give you thanks for this time that we have to come onto our mats and take care of our bodies. Help us to trust in you and not rely on ourselves so much for everything. Help us to stay relaxed, take deep breaths throughout the day, and help us to just make time for ourselves. That is a very important part of life, is to just make time to take care of you. And I pray for my mother who's in this situation, and I pray that you will help her with all that she's facing. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay, so today I am defusing lemon oil. And if you haven't tried this, you definitely should. It's good to put in your water, just like 1 or 2 drops to give you a hint of lemon flavor and the smell. The smell is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's very energizing, invigorating, cleansing. It's just really good. It's also a good cleansing agent to put in your laundry. So there's that. And if you have blocks, I would get blocks, maybe some pillows to get comfortable with, and we'll just come right into it. So we're going to start out in a child's pose. So come onto your mat, face the front, open your knees up about mat distance with your feet together. This is going to be a good low back stretch, very relaxing. So I'm going to put 2 pillows where my torso can lay, and I can just really relax into that. So I'll start my timer, and just lay your torso down onto those pillows or blocks, or if you don't have pillows or blocks, it's fine too. Just relax into it. I'm going to get me a little block here for my head. This is a very good low back and hip stretch. I may be blocking my microphone here, so I'll move that around a little bit. So just relax into that. Feel your hips pushing down towards your heels. Start to breathe deeply. Inhale. Let the belly expand down between the legs. Exhale. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Breathing deeply, belly breath, Ujjayi breath, is a fantastic way to relieve anxiety and stress. If you can just feel yourself starting to get stressed, just take a few minutes, close your eyes, and go into a quiet room and just sit and breathe deeply. So just let everything go and relax into the pose, and we'll stay here for this 5 minutes. diffusing oils also, like lavender, and Young Living has some oils called de-stress, stress relief, stress away, things like that. And I really believe in these things. Really believe that I really believe that this therapy helps. Fragrance therapy. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Aromatherapy, that's it. I believe we're about halfway there. So if you've got your head turned one way, you can turn it the other way. Alright, so breathe in, start to sit up. Lay your props over to the side. And we're going to come into Bananasana. This is a great side stretch and stretch for your iliopsoas. All those muscles are connected, so you want to bring your feet to the left side of the mat and scoot your hips over to the right. Lay down onto your back and bring your shoulders to the left. So you're in a banana shape. Now, bring your arms up over your head and take your right foot and just cross it over that left foot. I'll start the timer. You should feel a stretch along your right side here. So just relax into that pose. Breathe deeply. I'm still doing some trial and error runs with the music, so I'm hoping that you can hear this relaxing piano music I have playing. If not, maybe next video. Still working with the microphone techniques. The last video I did, I Didn't realize that the cord can screw into the connector, so it came unplugged near the end of the video. And so if you saw that, I apologize. Hopefully this will be better. I also wanted to let you know about the lemon oil, to use it in your water, your drinking water. It's also an appetite suppressor. It's also a natural diuretic, which helps you lose water weight. Lemon oil is also very good for diabetics, helping you lower your blood sugar. Go ahead and breathe in and bring those legs in. We're just going to bring the knees into the chest for just a second. Extend the legs back out long. Bring the feet to the right side of the mat. Scoot the hips over to the left. Bring the shoulders to the right side of the mat. Cross that left leg over to the right. And grab opposite elbows above the head. You may feel a little uncomfortable when you come out of these stretches. It's perfectly natural. When you stretch, you're restricting the blood flow and stretching out a lot of places that have really needed to be stretched for probably a long time if you've not practiced yin. But I guarantee you later on, your body will appreciate it. Don't forget that deep breath. Inhale, bring the legs in, the knees into the chest for just a minute. Exhale, put the feet flat to the floor. Start to sit up. Extend the legs out in front. Bring the sits bones to the floor. Clear that junk out of the way. All right, so now we're going to come into a forward fold, which is one of the best poses for low back pain. I love this with all my heart, especially if you sit in an office chair a lot. So to make this more comfortable, you can have your yoga blocks or some pillows. I like to have pillows so I can just rest onto them. And I'm pretty flexible, so I'm going to put a block right underneath my feet to give me a little more length. Go ahead and start this timer. Inhale, sit up tall, and then exhale. Bend over with a flat back. Lay onto those pillows or whatever you have. If you don't have pillows, just relax into it. You may be pretty high when you start out, but as you breathe out and relax into the pose, just try to come a little deeper. You should feel this all along the sacrum. If you can reach your ankles, you can reach your ankles and pull yourself forward a little more. You can reach your shins if your ankles aren't accessible. What I like to do is grab a hold of that block and just really pull myself forward. Get as much length as I can. Relax onto those pillows. I hope I'm not messing up my audio with my mic here. Inhale, start to come up. You should be beginning to feel a good release in your low back. So next we're going to come into Marichi pose. So my hips are a little bit tight lately and I'm having some knee issues. So I'm going to sit on a pillow and I'll turn towards you so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. You may need a block. You don't absolutely have to have one. I'm going to take my right foot and set it on the other side of my left knee. Bring my block out to my right. I'm going to inhale my left arm up towards the ceiling and hook my left elbow, to the outside of my right knee. And twist that torso, keeping the shoulders over the hips. Breathe out to twist as deeply as you can come, even turning the head as far as you can come. Twisting is so good for the body. It's a good detoxer. The twisting motion squeezes our organs, squeezes those toxins out. It also decompresses the spine, releases muscles. So I'm going to bring the block behind me to come a little bit taller, so I'm not having to push down so hard. Excuse me. I know a lot of people have this low back pain and they think that it has to do with their spine or their bones, and in reality, the studies show that like 90% of back pain is muscular. And it's because that we sit so long or we stay in one position for so long that our muscles just get so tight. They need to be stretched. They need to be worked. Don't forget to keep that deep breathing going. Deep belly breath. Expand the belly on the inhale. Blow it up like a balloon. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. Got about 1 minute left on this side. Inhale, start to come back to center. Release that right leg out long. Bring the left leg in, step it on the outside of the right knee. Inhale that right arm up. Turn, twisting to the left. Hook that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Bring the left arm behind you to help you sit up tall and twist. Breathe out. You can lower that arm. Also, don't forget that with each exhale and you breathe, pull that belly in towards the spine, you should be lifting the pelvic floor. This is so good for us as ladies. If you've had children, if you're getting older, if you're dealing with urinary incontinence, this will help strengthen those muscles to help you hold that urine in when you sneeze or cough or do a jumping jack. Even if you're not older and you haven't had children, strengthening the pelvic floor will help you during labor and will help you push. It's a wonderful exercise for women of all ages. Almost there. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears in this pose. Try not to hunch them up, because that can really cause some neck tension. And we're wanting to relieve tension in these poses, not cause it. So I apologize. My allergies are still driving me crazy, and my eyes are watering today. All right, so inhale and come back to center. Bring both feet in for just a second and come bring the hands out behind you. And just windshield wiper the legs back and forth for just a minute. And you might be able to do some head rolls if you were tensing the shoulders a little bit unconsciously. Now you can stay where you are, but I'm going to turn and face the front of my mat. So if you have a yoga block, this next pose is very good for a yoga block. If you don't, you can just put some pillows underneath you. And I'm going to put this yoga block not in my low back, but on the bony flat part of my lower back, right above my tailbone. This is your sacrum. So I'm going to lay down onto my back, bring my feet in towards my pelvis. Going to lift my pelvis up and just slide this block underneath. Now you can have it on the lowest level, you can have it on the medium level, and I like to sometimes have it on the highest level. But today I'm feeling a little tight, so I'm just going to keep it on the medium. So just relax into that. Relax the arms down by the sides. The neck is long. This is such a good pose if you're dealing with a twisted pelvis like I am. It's very good to align the hips. If it feels a little uncomfortable, just move the block around. Just kind of wiggle into it. All right, I almost hate to come out of this pose. It feels so good. But push into the heels, lift the pelvis up, bring that block out from under you. Push the hands down onto the floor. Start to sit up. Now I'm going to put a pillow underneath my pelvis. And we're just going to balance out that stretch with a butterfly stretch. So bring the soles of your feet together. And you can have a pillow here too for a little support. I'm going to grab the ankles and push the thighs down towards the floor. Inhale for length. Exhale. Fold over from the hips. A lot of our low back pain stems from the hips, so it's always good to do some hip opening with the low back stretches. And I can't push my thighs down very far because my knee has been bothering me a lot. I'm trying my best to let it rest. So just relax into this pose. Inhale, begin to come up. Set your props to the side. Lean back onto the hands. Just windshield wiper those legs back and forth again to get some blood flow back. And we're almost done, just 2 more poses. Alright, so I'm going to move my pillow out of the way. We've already twisted the top half of our body, so now we're going to twist the bottom half, which is a different feeling, a different stretch. So come on down onto your back. Bring the knees in. You're going to kind of scoot the hips over to the right. Bring the feet in, knees in to about a 90-degree angle. Extend the arms out long to a T shape. And just drop your knees over to the left. Keep the right shoulder grounded onto the floor. And if your knees don't come all the way down, you can bring a pillow or a block underneath that knee. And you want to look over to the right. Now, if your knees do come to the floor and you want a little deeper stretch, you can take that bottom knee, bring it around the back of the leg, and set it on top of the knee for an eagle stretch. And this is such a good stretch. They even teach this in physical therapy, which I've taken several times for back pain. Why go to physical therapy? Why pay so much when you can just do yoga? I wanted to explain for a minute also the benefits of yin yoga. A lot of times, especially in physical therapy, they tell you to hold the stretches for at least 30 seconds. So this is a good way to stretch just the muscles. But if you really want to get into the connective tissue, the ligaments, the fascia, you need to hold for at least 3 minutes to release that connective tissue. And as you release that connective tissue, hyaluronic acid is being released into your body, which is a natural anti-aging hormone. And it also is a lubricant for your joints. So you're doing yourself so many favors by holding these stretches. Pain relief, anti-aging. I mean, yoga just gets better and better. All the things that we learn about it. It's no wonder why it's been around for thousands of years. I'm recording this video right before Christmas. I know this time of the year can be very stressful and heartbreaking for some people, so I encourage you to just try to remember what Christmas is about. If you're having trouble with finances and, trying to get your children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, and the people you love the things that they want, don't worry so much, because it's not about giving. It is about giving. It's about giving love and spending time with that family that you love. And it's about the celebration of Christ being born. So just try to remember the true meaning of Christmas and try not to stress so much. All right, so inhale and bring those knees back to center. I'll have to move my microphone out of the way a little bit here. Roll over onto the right hip. Get the hips in line with the spine. Extend the arms out to a T shape. And just drop those knees over to the right and look to the left. And I'm going to do that eagle legs for a deeper stretch. Also, another suggestion I have is shop online. It's the greatest. You don't have to fight people in line. You don't have to stand in line. Everything gets delivered to your house. It's just great. So happy they've come up with this. And around the first of the year, I'm going to be beginning my yoga therapy teacher training. So right now I am a 200-hour yoga teacher, but I will be going for an 800-hour yoga therapy teacher training, which will teach me even more poses for pain relief. So I'm very excited for that. Encourage you to stay in your Shavasana as long as your day will allow. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe or come to one of my live classes here in my home Tuesday nights at 6. I will also be in Cookeville, Cane Creek Recreation Sundays at 2:15, so feel free to join me for a live class. I hope you've enjoyed this pain-relieving yin yoga video. Stay strong, warriors. Namaste.
This is Sparta!